Welcome back to my Creative Chronic Life, and today I am back with something completely new for my channel. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I enjoy knitting. I've knitted on and off for most of my life, but never actually completed a knitting project bar for like a scarf here or there. And then I had some issues with my hand, so I decided to knit in a different way with one of them knitting looms, and I enjoyed that. But then it actually got me thinking of other ways where I can knit that would be easier for me, and I can stop and start as I like. So I decided to do some projects, and I knitted a blanket, then a couple of scarves, then another more for some blankets, and I just wanted something for myself. I usually knit for others, and blankets are my go-to because I can do them at my own pace. I can do them at small times, whether they take me months or years. Some have taken me years, by the way. And I just wanted to share and do a different project, and I thought, why not actually film as I go along this journey? Not only would it hold me accountable, but those of you who are in a similar position to me, or like at basic beginner level, we can learn some things together. I'm not perfect by all means, but I am starting to learn things along the way. Now, this is some yarn. We have some Drops Kid Silk, and this is in the colour, I think it is Unicolor, it says. I'm sure it was vanilla, possibly. Let me check. It just says colour 29 dye lot something. I'm sure it was vanilla. And then this is the Utopia Crafts Perfect DK yarn, and this was in the colour Coffee Bean. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you're wondering what both of these are doing together, it's for a very particular project. So I'll just move this to the side for a moment. I came across a TikToker, and she is called, I don't want to share everything about her in details and things, but it's Marie by Maria, and it's the Amelia Hood. Now this is in two versions. It's in a knitted version and a crochet version, and I chose the knitted version because I'm not that good at crocheting yet. And it called for a couple of different things. So it just says it's one size, it's 120 centimeters in length. It gives you the suggested needle, gauge, and the materials. This was asking for Sunday by Sandys Garn, and then Merino by Knitting for Olive, which they held together like silk mohair. Now I might sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't, and I'll explain why in a minute. So this is what it's going to look like, and I bought alternatives that were a little bit less expensive, and I reached out to Marie, and she helped me with some of the worries that I had and concern. That she's been absolutely beautiful. So I decided that I was wanting to do like a gauge swatch, just to see kind of the pattern calls for, I think it's moss pattern. Yeah, double moss stitch it's called, and I have never tried that. All I've done is normal knit stitch, which is called garter stitch, and then a purl stitch, like a purl stitch. I can't do both together. I really struggle for some reason. It's just not possible for me to like do that without getting confused and making into a mess. If it was like a row of knit and then a row of purl, then maybe, but for some reason my mind just can't fathom, as well as like my body trying to follow through. So doing the moss stitch was very difficult. I tried to do a little swatch just on some normal yarn, and I knew that holding this combined was going to be absolutely impossible. So I reached out and said, look, I read through your pattern. I think it's very, very, very easy and accessible. The issue is that I personally cannot do the moss stitch. And I reached out and said, look, I still want to be able to follow your pattern, but can I just change it to a knit stitch? And I can't imagine there's more to change, because you're knitting some of it, and then some of it's like a purl stitch. So it's fine if you just take away the pearls and just make it into knit stitch. And I kindly reached out and she said, yeah, that's fine, that's perfect. I said, I still want to share your pattern because I think it's beautiful. And the pattern itself is like row by row by row. And what I mean is some patterns just say, knit this much or get to this much or do this much, and that's it. And this here, you can see it gives you row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for somebody like me who is a very, very beginner, that is absolutely perfect because it means I can't get confused. So the pattern in itself is beautifully written. It's very easy to follow. Gives you step by step instructions. You can have it digitally or you can have it like printed out, which I printed it out. And if there are any amendments and things like that, she always updates the pattern. So, and then you get the new version of whatever pattern that might be. It's just like a few tweaks or twitches that she's come across, or maybe somebody's mentioned, or let's say if it's like an error of something, which it hasn't been. I'm just saying that that's the case. They will be updated. So I thought that I wanted to do kind of a knit, because I always do like a plan with me, a colour along with me. Now I'm going to do a knit along with me vlog type thing, where I kind of show you how I get along, what I need, what I'm going to do. So it calls for 4.5 millimeter circular needles, and I only have bought wooden bamboo ones, or the kind of round, the ones that I've got, but I can't use them, so I had to use these. So I was wondering, the bamboo ones are a little bit difficult to hold, and these are metal. So I did like a little gauge swatch with the moss stitch, and it was beautiful to use on these like the metal ones, but I just couldn't do the moss stitch. But when I tried to do the knit stitch, it came out really, really well. I've since then like put away that yarn, and now I need to do like a little tester on this for like my gauge swatch, things like that. And I know this scarf is pretty long, so I'm absolutely fine with that, but I don't know whether my stitches are going to be tight or loose. So I'm thinking maybe to do a little gauge swatch with this yarn held together, just to see if like what it's measuring as. I know it's going to be a little bit different because of the moss stitch, but I'm pretty sure it should be the same, almost same length. If it's a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, it's absolutely fine. The hood part should still work really well. It's just the starting off part. Now, I've never done anything except like squares, rectangles, long things. I did do first time I did a pair of like flat knit socks. Again, it's like flat knitted, so this is something that is going to be really difficult for me to do. I can already feel it, but it's not the pattern, it's me. I really struggle with focusing and like mind memory fog of like, okay, this is what it says, even though this pattern is so simple to follow. As I'm staring at this now, like it calls for 16 stitches, and then we go on to page 2. Obviously for privacy reasons I paid for this and it's unfair for me to share. Obviously it gives you abbreviations, instructions, increases and decreases, like make one right, make one left. I've heard them things a million times, but I just don't, it's just something that doesn't stick to my mind. So I thought I would stick to this pattern, and hopefully what's the word, I'll just cover some of this because it's not fair, is it, if we show somebody's hard work without being paid for it. And I think this pattern, to the best of my knowledge, I'm just going to quickly go on it. Right, it was the Amelia hood, and it's £7. Oh, she's still since then put on some Amelia mittens. That's cute. It's rib and double moss stitch. Yeah, I won't be doing them. I just can't do double moss stitch, but isn't that so cute? Yes, so 7 Great British pounds, and you can also get it in the crochet one as well. You can find her over on Instagram. Obviously her pattern is on her website. I'll link that in the description box, and you can find it over on TikTok. She's got lots of other things which is really, really pretty. So I am going to be doing a series where it's knit along with me. I'll be sharing bits and pieces along, but I just wanted to come on for like maybe a little quick introduction, just in case if this is something that you want to follow along. Now the pattern, I told you, it called for Sunday by Sandys and then Silk Mohair, but I chose these, like I said, because it's just a little bit cost effective. I can give you price details in a second. Let me see. And I purchased this off all of the yarn off Amazon, and I think it was outsourced from another shop. So let me see if I can quickly just load this up for you. It's been a couple of weeks since I got it, but I've just been like holding off. So the Utopia DK Crafts yarn, it was 3 times 100 grams in the coffee bean. It was £9.90 for 3. So I thought that was a bargain. And then of course if you've got Amazon delivery, it comes free because you're paying for that service anyway. And then this is definitely, it's the Drops Kid Silk 29 in vanilla, and one of these were £4.90. So I mean, as yarn goes, it's not that expensive. And then the final thing that I purchased was the Knit Pro circular needles. This is the Knit Pro brand, and 4.5 were originally £7.20, but I got them for £6.30, and they're currently still on offer with that. I am looking to see if I can get some detachable ones, but we'll see, you know, as I get nearer towards knitting more. But I do like how these feel. So this is going to be kind of part 1 chat. If this is something that you want to follow or do together, and just to see how we get on, I would love to have a space and place in the community where it's just beginners, and I mean like really basic beginners, trying new patterns, because I feel like every beginner that I see holds and takes onto patterns so well, and it's like I feel like I'm still left behind. I do want to, I'm gonna have some leftovers, and I want to knit some gloves, the ones that are just like fingerless, but I want them ones to have ruffle with this like mohair. I've got a vision, but there's no pattern available. It's either in crochet or nothing like this, so there's something that I want to come up with myself. So that's something as well that I want to do. But once I finish doing this pattern, then I'll see if I need any more yarn, and then we can go ahead. I actually thought maybe I'll just start with the mittens first, because this might take me a long time. But when I decided that I'm going to actually do a knit stitch, I was like, nope, okay, that might take us a little bit sooner. Again, I have no idea what, make one right, make one left. You know, I am really going to try and follow the instructions, but just whatever it calls for. Knit, pearls, I'm just going to do knits, pearls, knits, I'm just going to change them over, because I feel like that's going to be the best thing. Or if it calls for, like, I don't know, take one off or yarn one over, I don't know what it means. So I'm going to really try and work through the pattern. I will share as much as I can, like vlogging wise, like doing the swatch, you know, the difficulties, checking in, but I don't think I can do that like as episodes or series. I think it would be beneficial if I just pop them in one place and one go, rather than like have them split up like part 1, part 2, unless you want to see that and then you want to see real progress in real time. I will share and try and get this out as soon as possible. I mean, I do have, like, you know, Vlogmas where I share all of the advents and things like that, so I'm not quite sure when this will be going out, and also not quite sure when I'll be starting. But whenever I will start, I will sit down, get my camera out, and I will film with you so we can kind of work at this together. So sometimes it might be on my phone, other times it might be like a sit down video like this. I will try my best. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to join. I'll leave the link if you want to purchase this pattern. I will be giving details of the pattern because I think it's unfair, because this is somebody's hard work. So if you want to purchase it, you can. If you've got something similar and you just want to join along with me, or if this is something that you're wanting to do and you're not sure how, then maybe we can do it together without realistically sharing somebody else's work. So I'll show you like the knitting, how difficult I found it, how easy. But again, because I'm changing the pattern to all knit stitches, I can't necessarily say, look, oh, the issues that I'm going to face are from the pattern. It's from me. I know it's going to be from me already. So I hope you will come back for part 2, part 3. We'll cover knitting vlog series, and we will see how we get on. And then if you like this type of series, we can come back and do more of this in the future. So I'm either going to do the Amelia scarf / in my own knitted version, or I'm going to come up with my own little ruffle mittens. So if you do know of a pattern that's knitted and available, that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, then leave me a comment below letting me know that. If not, I'll just be making up my own, and I'll be more than happy to share that with you. Okie dokie, so this is the end of part 1. If you have any questions or comments, or you just want to know, or anything else, leave me a message below. And of course, you can find me on my website at www.mycreativechroniclife.co.uk. Well, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.